I'm in Bramall Lane, Sheffield, and I've been thinking about hard-heartedness. My wife read me an awesome quote this morning that says, "Don't confuse guarding your heart with hardening your heart." Guarding our hearts is a good thing to do. Hardening our hearts is not a good thing to do. But what does it mean to harden your heart? The Pharisees in the Bible were the religious leaders of Jesus' day, and they're a very good example of a group of people that hardened their hearts. It's interesting to read about how the Pharisees interacted with Jesus. Jesus really challenged the Pharisees over so many things, and as a result, he wasn't very popular with the Pharisees, and that's because the Pharisees had changed what was intended to be a pure, loving religion, a loving relationship with God. They changed it into a legalistic, rule-based religion where they were really important. They were the people with the status, and they were the people who told everyone about God. And when Jesus came onto the scene, they didn't like him at all because Jesus taught them with authority. People listened to him, people loved him. And it's interesting to see how they responded to Jesus. When Jesus made claims, profound claims to being their Messiah, they rejected it. They weren't even open to the possibility that Jesus was telling the truth. So for example, when Jesus said, "Before Abraham was born, I am," he was using the name I am to claim to be with God before Abraham, the eternal Messiah. And this really troubled the Jews. It says they picked up stones to stone him for blasphemy. They said, "You being a man, make yourself equal with God." But wait a minute, if Jesus was who he was claiming to be, if Jesus was the eternal Messiah that was sent to the people of Israel, then they were stoning their Messiah. Here's a crazy thing. And they weren't even open to the possibility that Jesus was telling the truth. That's hard-heartedness. Or how about when Jesus performed miracles? It says that Jesus cast out demons. He opened the eyes of the blind. He healed the sick. What did the Pharisees do? Well, they said, "You're using the power of Satan to drive out Satan." They always had some line to retreat into in order to justify their unbelief. But that's because their unbelief was a choice. They always unbelieved right from the start. And it's interesting how when we don't want to believe God over something, we keep areas to retreat into. We keep lines, we keep things that we won't let God into because we've made our minds up already. And that's the definition of hard-heartedness. So the challenge is always keep open to the possibility that God might be saying something or trying to reach into your life in a new way.